Respect, night, genuine love, respect, pay. I straight appreciate the time to the genuine ones only. I hope your weekend came along well so far. Have a safe week ahead of you. You know, God didn't install within us to be discouraged or to live in fear. You know, God installed self-awareness, self-respect, self-healing, self-control, self-discipline, self-care, self-value, self-worth, self-patience, self-peace, self-love, self-confidence, and boundaries within us for us to show for ourselves today. To elevate, to become our best self visions within us. So when you're feeling depressed and you can't understand the depression of your depression if you're showing up for yourself because it's overbearing your body. It's not allowing you to think how you need to think properly for yourself. And you don't know how to deal with your depression, or you don't know how to not wear a mask and be your transparent self without someone judging you or disrespecting you because you want to show for yourself to elevate, to become your best self vision of yourself. God installed patience within you. And God installed healing within you. So you to understand yourself today, to understand that being depressed or dealing with anxiety or dealing with trauma that was installed within you, that you can override it. You can override it, you can override it, you can override it. Because God is being patient with you. You're entitled to freedom of speech. This page is not for everybody. God installed patience within you so you can become your best self vision. And God allows you to go through certain trials and tribulations in life to see how strong you are, to be patient with your process, to show you that I have something better in store for you. So if you got discouraged by a toxic relationship that the enemy allows you to believe it was the norm, or you got discouraged by a job opportunity that you thought was for you, or you got discouraged by a temporary situation that you thought was for you, God didn't install you to be discouraged or live in fear. God installed patience within you. Because what will be for you will be for you with no questions asked. You know that job that you want? God's waiting for you to show up for yourself so you can see that what he has in store for you. God installed within you to see that that relationship is on its way. That healthy relationship, that person that you're looking for, that person that you say that you seek, that you know you believe in true love within you. God is being patient with you to show you that, for you to understand your self-value, to know your self-worth, God is going to send that person into your life at the right time. But when you're unaware of yourself, you can't see that. And being in depression won't allow you to see your best self-vision of yourself, of your reflection in the mirror. Because all you see is hurt, pain, trauma, who overlooked you, abandonment issues. Whatever you put a name to your book. But God has patience for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just because moments. To show you that I can allow you to show up as your best self vision of yourself. But I did not install you to be discouraged. I did not install within you to live in fear. No, God did not install those tools within you. The enemy did. God said, you reach out to me, my child. I'm going to guide you. And God meant what he said, that he's going to guide you. Once you realize and reevaluate your thought process that I love myself enough to know that God loves me and God is being patient within me. And I believe in the God within me to show up for myself. I may not understand why this relationship didn't work out. I may not understand why this job opportunity didn't work out for me. I may not understand why these people gave up on me or why these people disrespected me, because those people weren't for you. Those opportunities were not for you. Because God has something bigger and better in store for you. When God said I'm closing the door for a reason, he's closing doors for a reason, and it's not to return back. It's to allow you to be your best self vision of yourself, to elevate and become your best self vision of your reflection in the mirror, to blossom, to elevate. Because God is patient with you. So don't get discouraged, because the enemy allows you to believe that's how you're supposed to live, being discouraged and living in fear. But God didn't install these tools within you. God said, my child, I got your back, I got your back. Just because they overlooked you and they didn't take the time to get to know you for who you truly was, it's okay. Because when you tune into God, God knows who you are without wearing a mask. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. And when it starts with healing, it would never be an overnight process. So never allow the enemy or hating God's or person's intentions allow you to believe it's the norm, that you will Your healing process will be an overnight process, because it will never be an overnight process. No, it will not. Never. It's a process within a process, the process of you showing up for yourself to know that at the end of the day, I will forever heal. Not only will you forever heal, but you will not wear a mask when it's your timing. You can never force your healing just because you see everybody else doing it and you see it's the trend right now. No, because when you think you're ready, you're not ready. Because you're only taking yourself out your thought process on your own freedom to allow yourself to believe that you're ready for your healing process when you're not ready. Some people are not mentally ready, and it's okay. But when you get in tune with yourself to say, you know what, I'm tired of feeling this mindset that the enemy is projected on my mindset, that I'm supposed to be discouraged, I'm supposed to live in fear, I'm supposed to allow this depression to override my thought process that I can't show for myself today. It's unhealthy. And for you to reevaluate your thought process and see that, you know what, I want to be my best self vision of myself. I want to blossom, I want to elevate, I want to attract all the good people in my life that's for me, that God is sending into my life. I want to start my healing process today. I want to look at my reflection and tell myself that I love myself and whatever I've been through within my process of me showing up for myself to elevate. Whoever discouraged me or whoever tried to sidetrack me, they didn't get the time to get to know you. Or they manipulated you, disrespected you because you were just trying to show up for yourself. That I forgive myself because they didn't understand me. But it wasn't my fault that they didn't take the time, or they didn't understand my process of me showing up for myself today, or they didn't understand my process of me showing up, period. But God allowed me to believe by looking at this reflection of myself, I respect myself enough to know at the end of the day, anybody else, the projection on my mindset, the toxic, unhealthy way, that's not what lives here today. And I'm not going to allow that to live here today because I want to be my best self vision of myself. Because God believes in you and you believe in the God within you. That God is being patient with your process to better days ahead. That door opened for a reason. It has your name on it. Your access to better days ahead. But you just got to see it for what it truly is. To have self-love. To have self-respect, self-control, self-confidence, self-value, self-worth, self-peace, self-patience, self-boundaries. And to know the true meaning of healing. That it's not going to be easy because it's things that you may not understand why you experience and expressing yourself the way you expressing yourself to show up for yourself like, wow, I didn't know I was that hurt. I didn't know I was that broken. I allow all of this stuff to block my blessings from me seeing my best self vision of myself. And I just want to be my best self vision. To better days ahead, God said. Just because your neighbor doesn't understand you to respect you enough to understand that God is working within you, never judge a book by its cover. Neighbor. Just because you don't understand that child of God showing up for themselves and God is doing their work within that child of God, it's not meant for you to understand. It's called respect. Stop antagonizing somebody, get a reaction out of somebody because you don't understand yourself. That child of God is elevating and becoming a best self vision before your time and before your eyes. It looks beautiful, don't it? They have peace with themselves. They elevating. Just because you don't understand the bond that child of God has with God, it's not meant for you to understand. But that child of God does not have malicious intentions to bring harm towards themselves or others around you, let alone you. It's called respect. A child of God can show up for themselves and don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards an innocent person, let alone themselves. And they can respect their neighbor and stay in their lane. They don't have to like their neighbor, but they can stay in their lane and respect themselves to respect their neighbor. It's called respect. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you should be respected in 65 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm to yourself and others around you. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. God is not for sale. It's not a common have freedom of speech. But God protects from every direction. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or person's intentions. Psychological thought process allow your freedom because you are worthy and you matter. And you should be treated with respect 365 days with no intention to bring harm to yourself and others around you. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy. Have a safe week. Love yourself with God protection from every direction. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Naya, genuine love, respect. Have a safe week. Protect your energy because not everybody's living your time. It's called respect, neighbor. Never judge a book by its cover because you don't understand what that child of God is going through when God is working within that child of God. And I say that respectfully. They don't got malicious intentions towards you or themselves. It's called respect and staying in the lane. So stay in your lane, neighbor. Respect.